1051.
Monsignor McTeal started soup kitchens, food banks, orphanages. He's dynamo.
We saw him at Children's Hospital.
In church circles, they call him the Consoler. Does he...
You ready? All right. It's Power 1051, home of the Breakfast Club. Angie Martinez. And that hip-hop and R&B. It's your main man, EmEz. It's the Sunday sit-down. Just watching Patriots, so I'm a little excited. Just bear with me. I have actress Nedra McClyde hanging out this afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
How you been?
I've been good. How about you?
I can say I've been better, but I'm really good right now.
Breathing kind of heavy right now.
Running around, excited, you know. But it's not about me, it's about you. How have you been?
I've been good. I'm glad it's 2016.
Can we talk about Miss Jessica Jones?
Yeah.
What is the role you play on Miss Jessica Jones?
I play a woman named Gina, who is a love interest of Luke Cage, and I'm sort of having an extramarital affair.
And that's in the show. That's not in real life. I mean, I don't think you would admit that to me in real life, but I just want to make sure we're clear.
That's correct.
Okay. Are you married?
No.
Why the pause? Engaged?
Not anymore.
Oh.
Next question.
Come on. What happened?
We're gonna need to edit this out.
What happened? Don't want to speak about it.
Nah.
Is it fresh?
Yes.
Okay, I'll respect your wishes.
Thank you.
Okay, more about Jessica Jones. How much like your character on the show are you?
That's a good question. I didn't get to learn a whole lot about her because she had like one semi-nude scene and then two other scenes in which she was like getting found out. And so all I knew about her was that she was a wife and was sort of bored with her marriage and didn't have any sexual attraction with her husband and found this guy, Luke Cage, who was like, he's a sexy beast in person and in the comic book. And so I think he fulfilled a lot of her fantasies. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe hypothetically we could have a lot in common, but I've never been married and I've never had an extramarital affair. So,
I mean, it sounds sexy, to say the least.
It was a little more sexy than I anticipated.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Explain. What were you anticipating? What were you waiting for?
Well, okay. So, if you're doing any television or film appearance and they may show a part of your body that they consider nudity, you have to sign a nudity rider. Before I got the job, at sort of an addendum after I got the job, they said, "Oh, can you sign this nudity rider just in case you need to show some skin?" And I was
Okie doke.
Okay, I'm not gonna be showing my, They were like, no, it'll be tasteful. And so I get on set, and everything was cool. The actor Mike Coulter, who plays Luke Cage, was such a gentleman, and we had a lot of fun shooting, and we're laughing in between takes. But then when I finally saw it, they showed a little bit more of my ass than I knew was showing. So it was a surprise, and I haven't told my dad yet.
I mean, how?
You haven't seen it, have you?
No, I haven't. You seem like you're embarrassed.
No, I'm not. I was surprised.
So why not tell Pops?
For his sake. Because I love him.
Okay. So what character? I mean, no, not what character. Is this a? You said it was tasteful, so it was just booty.
Yeah, it was just booty. But it was more booty than I knew. Like they had a light shining on my booty, and I had my back to the camera, so I didn't know how much they were getting until I actually saw it on Netflix.
Give me a second. I'm trying to figure out how this could be shot and you not know your ass.
The camera was actually in a building across the street. They were shooting us through a window.
Okay, don't take this the wrong way. Your butt can't be that big that they're recording from across the window.
Are you being smart or are you really asking a question? My butt, it's bigger than you would imagine looking at my small wrists right now. And back then it was even bigger because I wasn't working out like I am now. So, oh my gosh.
See, you know why she's working? Never mind. You know what? I'm not gonna pry. So let's talk about this 30 Rock experience.
Okay.
It says here you played a stripper.
I see where this is going.
I'm just asking questions. This is not common knowledge.
Yes, I played a stripper.
Does Dad know about that one?
He does know about that one. Can I tell a story?
Go ahead, please.
So, of course, 30 Rock is on NBC. So
Yeah,
they
exactly.
couldn't show anything. And in that scene, I had a few words with Tracy Morgan, and I had on a jacket, and like nothing was shown at all. Like I was actually the most dressed stripper in this scene. And so, I told my dad, hey, Dad, I got another TV job. He's like, oh, that's great, Nee. I'm so happy for you. And he's like, so what is it? I'm like, oh, it's on a show called 30 Rock. He's like, oh, great. So what are you playing? And I was like, I'm playing a stripper. And he goes, oh, Nee. no, Nee. I'm like, no, Dad, it's not like that. Like, it's a family-friendly show. I'm not showing any skin. I just have a few funny lines. And he goes, but you playing a stripper? I'm like, yeah, but I'm not stripping. And he was like, is that why it's called Dirty Rock?
Typical dad. Absolutely. It's the Sunday Sit Down. Nedra McClyde is in the building. It says here also you did a lot of studying of the body, performing arts, biology major.
Where'd you get that from?
I mean, the team just did some searching and stuff.
I started out as a biology major, so I did 1 semester of biology in undergrad, and then I decided I didn't want to go into medicine, so I switched my major to theater arts.
Okay, all right. Let's switch topics to get a little serious.
Okay.
Now, how do you feel about the boycott of the Oscars? As an actress yourself, a black actress.
I don't really watch the Oscars because I don't agree with the establishment.
As far as?
I think it's a flawed system, and it's always been a biased system, so I've always kind of boycotted. So I'm glad everybody else is catching up with me.
Oh, so you were the trendsetter. I got you.
No, I'm playing.
So you said you don't really mess with the Oscars anyway. So how do you feel about like the BET Awards and the NAACP Awards and those type of things?
I think those type of awards are important, obviously. But again, I don't really watch award shows. I think that when awards are given, it's absolutely important to acknowledge the work that people are doing. But I don't put much stock in it. To me, what's important is what I'm giving, not what I'm getting. Does that make sense?
Absolutely does. Absolutely. It says here in your bio you were in a movie called How to Be a Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Could you teach me how to be a Black Panther?
Could I? No.
No, why not?
The filmmaker Michael Johnson might be able to do that. Well, I mean, I'm sorry. That's Daisy. That's Daisy Zoo. My character wasn't necessarily a Black Panther. No one really in the film was a Black Panther. I played a mother of a teenage boy who had been murdered. So my role didn't really have much to do with like the movement at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It also says here that you're a part-time lecturer. What are some of the things you speak to the kids about? I'm
a professor at the New School for Drama.
Excuse me. See, that's not on here. Professor McClyde. Go ahead. Refer to you as your name.
Thank
Professor.
you. Though they just call me Nedra. At the New School for Drama and Pace Performing Arts, which are both BFA programs in the city at University.
What does BFA stand for?
Bachelor of Fine Arts.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I teach first-year students in both of those programs acting technique, which I absolutely love. It's just as fulfilling as acting for me.
Any tips for first-time actors?
Oh gosh, there's many.
What's the most asked question by someone that's taking your class?
It does. It doesn't really.
Oh, the
work
biggest
that
problem
way.
you see with young actors that come.
They act instead of just being, and I think that some of the best actors have learned how to just be honest in imaginary circumstances. That's the key to acting, in my opinion. And a lot of young actors have been trained, or they think that they need to do more than they really need to do.
Overacting.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Professor McClyde is in the building. It's a Sunday sit down. It's your main man, EmEz. Now, you're from Maryland.
I am.
Tell me something that a New Yorker wouldn't know about Maryland. That's very Maryland specific.
Oh, can I tell you about the city that I grew up in?
Go ahead.
It's a suburb called Mitchellville. It's about 20 minutes outside of D.C. And we're in Prince George's County, what a lot of people know as PG County. And it is one of the highest, if not the highest, per capita city in the United States of middle to upper class Black people. So I grew up in a city where I looked to my left, I looked to my right, I drove down the street, everybody around me working at the store, teaching, whatever, were Black people that looked just like me. And so it was a really empowering way for me to grow up. And I honestly didn't know anything different until I moved away and went to school, and I felt really displaced.
Where'd you go to school?
For undergrad, I went to the University of Richmond.
Virginia.
Of the Confederacy.
Yes.
So that was a huge switch. And then I moved up here after that to go to grad school. Yeah, but a lot of people don't know about Mitchellville or that it even exists. So I'm a Mitchellville champion.
Well, swing that flag. There you go.
I do.
Absolutely.
Some people think it's an uppity flag, but
why?
Because when you say middle to upper class Blacks, people think a certain type of people. They think of like the Jack and Jillers, which I was. But they think I don't know. Yeah, they just think sort of we are the lot that like have our nose in the air and look down at the rest of our people. But the people that I grew up around and my parents are from much further south, and so they're I find them to be a really grounded type of people, and most of the people in Mitchellville are the same way.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I got Professor McClyde in the building. Are you a good cook?
I think I'm a great cook.
I mean, they say you Southern girls know how to hold them down. So I mean,
I don't necessarily do a whole lot of Southern cooking, but I like to cook. There's a lot of Southern foods that I choose not to eat anymore, so I have to be a little more selective.
Gotcha. This was interesting. I like this one. I would like to extend an olive branch to you, Miss McClyde.
Yes.
Whenever you decide you want to talk, I need a moment, you're more than welcome to come on and hang out.
Are you just saying that?
I swear to God.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you strike me as someone that's very eclectic and eccentric. This would be the words I would use.
Yes, I would agree with that.
I like those type of people.
Awesome, me too.
That's why you're more than welcome up here whenever you like.
Perfect.
Got you.
Good to know.
It's the
Thank
Sunday
you.
sit down. Thank you for coming by. Let them know the Instagram. We already did that.
Yeah.
The Instagram and the
Thank
Twitters.
you for having me.
But again, thank you for coming by. The door's always open.
Most definitely.
Another example of how easy does it. Who y'all want? Why not take all of me? Who y'all come to see? Yeah.
Power 105.1.